In 2022, it was a Samba. In 23, the Gazelle. In 24, the German Army Trainer. And in 2025, it is the 204L. What do Adidas, Puma, Converse, and now New Balance have in common? They all have some variation of a flat style runner going absolutely viral. What is good, everybody? My name is Paul, and for today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at these sneakers here that are known as the 204L. Now, this silhouette has been absolutely taking the fashion space by storm, beginning in what many call the fashion hub of the world, New York City, with the Puma Speedcat. Shortly thereafter, we got the Miu Miu collaboration. Just recently, we saw a myriad of different sneaker companies roll out some variation of the sneaker, with many critics stating that amidst all of the sneakers that debuted, this model here stole the show at Paris Fashion Week. And let's not forget about the many collaborators taking a stab and making their own rendition of the flat style runner, whether it be representing Puma, New Balance and Kith, New Balance and Basket Case, New Balance and Aurelie, even Puma and Balenciaga. It is no question that at the very least we can conclude that this silhouette of runner is about to have a moment in fashion, and even brands like Adidas and Converse are partaking and hopefully taking a bit of that market share. Little side note, if you want to check out the Converse review, I did do that here on the channel. I'll have that linked at the top of the screen or in the description below. But yes, amidst all of these facts, knowing that this sneaker silhouette is absolutely going to go crazy over the next year or so, it is my reasonable estimation that the 204L is absolutely going to be leading the way in this space of the flat runner. And in today's video, I will go ahead and review this sneaker in detail. You'll see them on the foot, and of course I will be sharing with you my opinions on the sneaker, why it's good, why it's bad, how I'd style it, and whether or not I would personally recommend this sneaker for you. But just before we jump into it, I did want to let you know that my clothing brand, LWH Clothing, just underwent a restock, so be sure to check that out. Additionally, keep a lookout on the Locust&WildHoney Instagram, LWH Clothing, as I've got a ton of good stuff on the way, things I know you're gonna love. And finally, I did want to make you aware that the watch that I have and will be wearing throughout the duration of this video, for a limited time until the 7th, I'm offering you, my community, a 25% discount on this watch and everything on the website, and that will be linked down below. A little side note, nobody else has access to this specific code of 25% off, just for you, my Locust&WildHoney community. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump right back into the subject at hand, or I should say in hand, the New Balance 204L. The New Balance 204L is actually not yet available in the United States. They are set to release later this month at a retail price of $150. This juncture, you might be wondering, Paul, how'd you get them? I did end up purchasing them on an app called Goat, who does have suppliers worldwide, so this is actually an Asian pair. The reason for that being is that the sneaker is actually widely available and considered a GR out in Asia. And if you're wondering what I paid for them, I paid upwards of $400. And if you look right now, they're going for just a little bit over retail. So I took an absolute L on that. And if you are interested in picking up the shoe after the video, go ahead and hit the link. It should be popping up on the screen as well as in the description below. And you can go ahead and make these shoes yours. Now, for the purposes of today's video, I did wear these quite a bit. Because I wanted to give you the best review I possibly could, and I can't do that without actually wearing the shoe. But to be fully transparent, the fact is I was very, very excited to make these sneakers a part of my rotation. As I mentioned, these shoes are going crazy viral all over social media, so that definitely played a big part in it. And in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and actually rewind to about a week ago when I actually unboxed these to give you guys my real world opinion, and I'll meet you right back here in present day. Oh my gosh, I'm looking pretty rough right now. Guys, I had no intention of coming into the office and filming today. I was actually chilling at my house. I was nestled in with only plans to pick up some fish tacos because it is Taco Tuesday. But my goat package did arrive, and I was put in a predicament where I wanted to open the package then and there as quickly as possible because I want to see these shoes in person. But at the same time, I do have a responsibility to you to give you guys my raw and honest reaction. So got the overhead rig all set up. We got the shoes right here. And without further ado, I can't wait any longer. I know you can't. Let's go ahead and crack this box open. All right, and so here we go. You guys are wondering how that opens so easy. I did pre-cut the box. All right, and so here we go. Pretty standard New Balance box. It looks like possibly a GR for this model, which is welcome news, I'm sure. As you can see here, we have a Chinese size tag, and the reason for that being is that this shoe is exclusive to Asia at this point in time, with the release soon to come. So make sure to keep an eye out on that. I will be sharing updates in the Facebook group as well as to my Instagram. Oh man, these are so clean. So if you guys didn't know, this is actually the only colorway that I could get my hands on early, but I think this color looks pretty dang good. If you guys saw the social media post, they're running double laces on these shoes, which is definitely a very, very nice touch. But wow, this is a very sleek sneaker overall. It feels of immaculate quality. It's got a solid weight to it. The rubber's super dense in a good way. It feels like the shoe's gonna last a good amount of time. You got foam for the midsole and super premium feeling suede. I mean, I knew that this shoe was gonna be very nice quality based on the pictures, but even then, with that kind of thought process in mind, the shoe is still impressive. So welcome back to present day. As you just saw in the unboxing portion of this video, they do just come in a standard GR box from New Balance and come pre-laced with a pair of cream laces, but in addition, you do get a tonal pair of laces to go ahead and pair with these shoes. You guys might be wondering, why in the world am I running 4 sets of laces from what it looks like? Is because I went ahead and picked up these hiking laces from Amazon for like $4 to somewhat emulate that of the Miu Miu collaboration. Don't judge me, they look so fire, so I went ahead and did that. Now, as it relates to the composition of the shoe, you do have an upper that is predominantly made of different layers of suede. That means suede underlays as well as multiple layers of suede overlays that make up the entire upper of the sneaker. What's especially nice about this shoe is that New Balance went ahead and provided for us a fantastic level of quality suede all throughout the shoe. Nothing cheap when it comes to the makeup of the sneaker through and through, and that solid quality craftsmanship does work its way all the way through to the midsole and the outsole, with a light layer of foam making up the midsole, creating for you a pretty comfortable ride, to be honest, and a very durable outsole that is made up of a very dense rubber, signifying to me that the shoe is made to last. And for additional grip and stability, you do have these little ridges and bumps here. For the inside of the shoe, you've got a pretty breathable mesh liner and what is a pretty thin insole. I'm not really complaining though, because after all, the shoe is designed to be pretty thin and sleek in nature, so it only makes sense to have a thinner insole. But yeah, that essentially makes up the entirety of the shoe. Pretty simple, narrow, flat runner design, which perfectly segues us to sizing. The shoe is narrow. The shoe is definitely on the more narrow side, and generally speaking, I do take anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9. Most of the time, I'm a 9. These here are a size 9, and what I do find is that they are still a little bit snug. So if you do find yourself in between sizes, take the bigger of the two, and if you have an extra wide foot, possibly consider going a half size up. Overall, I have to say this is an absolutely beautiful shoe. Definitely going to be a mainstay in my rotation. A lot of these times with these sneaker reviews, I'll bring shoes in, I'll share my opinions on them, and some of them I actually like, but very few of them actually make a daily rotation type of sneaker. This is 100% unequivocally one of those sneakers, and that's not just because I paid way over market for them. I actually really like this shoe a lot, and I think you will too. It is highly versatile, especially if your style is within the realm of baggier denim, boot cut or flare denim, and baggier shorts. This is definitely the style of shoe that I think you're going to love. It's comprised of very premium materials. It looks a lot more expensive than it actually is. Part of that due to the fact that it is somewhat of a cheaper alternative to that of the Miu Miu collab, which by the way retails for $1,200 and resells for like $2,000, which actually leads me to my case in point. Despite the fact that there is a myriad of sneaker companies taking a stab at making a shoe that looks like this, or already has a shoe that looks like this, in my humble estimation, I do think that this sneaker here will reign supreme as the go-to low top flat runner, simply due to the fact that it will be bolstered by the myriad of different collaborations. It's already gotten a ton of love by pretty much everybody across the internet, and it sits atop the platform that the Miu Miu collab set for it. New Balance definitely knew what they were doing, bringing forth this brand new silhouette, and I think it is going to do absolutely fantastic because it's good. It is genuinely good, and I think you're going to love it. But that is where I'm gonna go ahead and land today's video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to go ahead and communicate that to me by liking today's video and subscribing to my channel with notifications on. I do notice that a majority of you guys that watch the videos aren't actually subscribed, so hopefully today I did earn your subscription, but if not, come back again another day and hopefully I will earn it then. Regardless of anything, it truly is a privilege of mine to get to serve you through making content as well as clothing and products, and I will never take that for granted. Don't forget to check out the links below, not only to these shoes, but to my brand as well as the discount code for Aura, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace and be blessed.